Okay, I'm back. I've kind of cleaned up my hands, and I think this is where we're at. This is the bottom of the box. I think that's about where I want to be with that. So, and here's the lid. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the papers inside so that, you know, so that it's not just a big black hole. So we're going to start with, where did I put them? I set them aside. We're going to start with the lid, and yeah, it's in there just right. Okay, come on, come back out. In order to get this, because I'm going to have to seal everything, in order to get the paper down flat with no bubbles, I'm going to use matte medium, and I'm going to get it all smooth in the bottom. So I think that's the best way to go at that. And, oh, let's see. We'll just smear this around. You want to get every little inch moist so that you don't have any bubbles. And then also going to do the back of the paper. Hopefully that will help it adhere properly and not wrinkle. Because we want it to be smooth inside there. No bubbles, no wrinkles, just pretty, pretty paper. Okay, so I'm gonna stick this in here. Then I'm gonna take a brayer, wipe my hands. Push out as much as I can. Now remember, if you use a brayer with matte medium or any other kind of mediums and that kind of thing, you need to wipe or wash it like right away, so that you don't ruin the rubber. Because brayers aren't cheap. You don't want to ruin them. Okay, so just take the baby wipe and just get it thoroughly rinsed off. Okay, and then we're just going to take our brush and we're going to go over the tops of our paper. And I'm pushing pretty hard because I want it to make contact and be really adhered down. These kind of boxes, you know, if you're going to put paper in them that you don't want it to come out, you need to really like work hard on making sure the edges are smoothed out, stuck down. Then, because I got crazy with medium, I'm going to just put the extra down in the bottom of our box and use it for adhering that paper down. Since the whole box needs sealed, this is just, you know, easiest way I know of to put the paper in. I know you can put the paper in like with a dry adhesive, but if you try to seal over the top, it will wrinkle or you'll get bubbles. It's just the nature of the way dry adhesive works. So. Alright, we're nearly done with this side. I mean, I guess there's no like 100% guarantee of not getting wrinkles and bubbles, but there are a few little tricks and tips to help reduce the probability of it, I guess. What are you digging for, sweetie? Ah. She's getting a Father's Day card put together for her dad. It's one of the giant poster candy cards. All kinds of different candies.
He's not here.
Okay, so we're going to set that aside. Alright, that's fine. We're going to start on this one. Just going to get that medium moved around. Then put our paper in our box. Excellent. And I don't think my brayer is, the handle's long enough for me to actually make it work in here, so I'm just going to use the paintbrush to just kind of push that down. Get out all the bubbles. Need some more juice. We really want it sealed in there so that if she were to put some, you know, something in here, it won't scratch the paper or yeah, see, I don't think I got enough underneath. I'm finding a bubble there, so I'm just gonna have to work it out. Push hard and, you know, get that medium under and around it, and manipulate it until it does dry. I think I should have probably put the medium on the back of the paper just like I did in the lid. Forgot. And I think it's going to cause me some trouble. I have to work hard keeping the flat while it adheres. Yeah, some of those steps you think, oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, well, I think I should have worried about it because I'm going to be pushing out those bubbles while it dries. Yeah, they're over here too. Darn. sometimes you don't think a step really is as important as it is. And make sure you put the medium on the back of your paper too. See how easy the lid worked? And now I'm going to struggle, of course, because it's down in the bottom of the box. I gotta make sure that it gets well, that's just kind of, you know, name of the game with me. Sometimes I forget a step. Come back to haunt ya. Hopefully it will work out. Just taking this extra matte medium and using it to seal that black gesso. So we don't want that to get in our pretty stuff. And then we're going to have to seal the outside as well. I suppose I could just kind of carry this around. I'll have to put a sealer on it because sometimes this thinner matte medium isn't enough of a barrier to keep it from wearing. You know, it's pretty thin stuff. Here. Hope you guys can see. It's hard to pay attention to what you're doing and the video at the same time. But we'll get it. We'll figure it out. It's gonna take some time, I think. I love using matte medium as an adhesive. It's lightweight, it doesn't get thick and gooey and chunky, and you know, it goes on pretty smooth. I've been pretty happy over the years using that medium, and I have some favorites. But of course they're different for all different things. If I'm trying to put down something heavy or substantial, then I need a thicker matte medium. If I'm putting down something thin, like thin paper, or if I'm just trying to get a good like just a coat, then a real thin matte medium works good. Or you can take a thicker matte medium and you can thin it with either water, as long as you don't put too much. I think they say not more than 50-50 or it won't have the right viscosity to cure correctly. Or, you know, you could go with just a thinner matte medium. I think you can get like a blending medium to make it thinner as well. And then I just have this one end that I didn't get done, so we're gonna just, don't want too much product out there. Just gonna coat that. And then that's gonna dry. As soon as this is dry, I'm gonna flip it upside down, do the bottom of the box where, you know, where it's painted. Just so that when it's moving across furniture, it doesn't leave that antiquing cream. It doesn't transfer off. And then I'll also seal the lid on the top as well. And I'll do that off camera just because this is kind of a tedious thing. So, and then when that's all dry, we'll come back and we'll do a little bit of decorating. So that's it for now.